as part of PaaS Azure SQL DBA. Okay, so we have a couple of options needs to explore. Okay, so few of the options we left yesterday. So let me jump and see this one. Okay, so what we did is yesterday, so we have taken one past database instance and which is available in East US. From there directly we copied and from source to destination. Okay, let's say we have a test server, production server. From production to test server we have copied. See here we have, here is two SQL server instances here. So only one SQL server instance is available. The other SQL server instance is available here. Okay, let me show you that on as well. Okay, so SQL server, SQL server. Okay, so go able to find, here is my SQL server, right? If I'm going to click that one, it is going to show you guys mostly two servers. One is a production one, other one is a test one. So under the production one, if you could go and see, okay, so we can able to identify the list of databases and the deleted databases. The deleted database, see, so and even we created the dev pool. So the list of databases available under this logical SQL Server instance DB1 and DB2, right? So the pooled concept is basically the shared resources of common resources to use for DTU aspects. We do have an general purpose G4 and G5 and a business critical as well as hybrid connectivity. So these are the vCore module concepts is there, but we are in a free trial subscription. We are discussing about just at this point of time ED2. Okay, so this is elastic pool database transaction units, but if you go for the single database, it will come only DT users. Okay, so now what I'm going to discuss with you guys, this is my logical SQL server instance. If you go and see this deleted database, the delete database I did Monday actually. Okay, so what I'm going to do, that the backup is available. Okay, so before restoring that, I want to discuss with this backup concepts. Okay, let's see this backups of under this logical SQL server instance. Then after that I'm going to restore this particular database. Okay, the deleted database. Okay, let's jump into this backup. So this is the db1 and db2. Db2 has some data with us. Okay, that's what I am focusing db2. Okay, let me show you guys the backup concepts and all, the high availability replication and all. Okay, so if you could see here the use space and whatever the things is going to happening, you could able to find in below this. If you want, if you wish to go for the specifically, okay, so you can go and click on this one. Okay, so here is, you can see this database notifications as well. You can able to find. Yeah. So database features is also available, performs related things and that. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to focusing here. So the backup concept, right? So let me discuss the backup concept. Okay. So we'll see here the overview part is which is available or not, where is the free trial subscription, whether it is accommodated pool or not, database connection. And the query editor is, it's like if you can able to perform this your operation even a web portal as well. If you can try to connect, you could able to connect and do the queries. Okay, so this power apps is in a preview state, so it is going to integrate with other apps as well, okay, directly. So you can able to configure, create a app. Okay, directly can able to create app, get started automatically generating the app using the table of your SQL Server app. Okay, so that you can able to. Now this is a new one. This is a flow. Okay, even I don't know this option actually. So and we need to explore these things. Okay, so hands off popular queries app services, no coding required to get the started. Select the flow template and create reliable. It's a like of um, our integration services, workflow, data flow, and control flow kind of things here. But we need to explore this here. But our agenda too, here is my configuration tab is available. The configuration tab is going to focus. Just we are in an elastic pool, right? So I could able to go and increase, the basic or standard whatever. So we are in elastic pool model. Okay, so once after the creation of this one also, I could able to go and current elastic pool. The database will be further, considered by the storage limitations available storage space within the pool. Okay, so I could able to go on to the standard operations as well. Okay, so just click apply, it is going to increase, it is going to increase. So I don't want to go and do these things. And even if you can go and see this, vCore based, purchasing options, premium one, and so other options also there have available, general purpose and hybrid scale and business critical. So these are the options is available. Okay, so uh, uh, in a configuration. And here is my geo replication. So here is my geo replication. So what it will do, so if you can go and see this, database, the no need to, I did not configure anything, right? I did not configure anything. Now if you can go and check it out, I could directly, I will go and configure this one. So how I can able to configure? So you can now automatically manage application connectivity and failover of this database, adding the failover group, right? So here is my the current primary replica is available. Primary replica is available East US. I could go and create and other secondary replica directly from East US. So India can able to configure. Okay, let me see this South India is available or not. South India. Okay, yeah, it is available. Okay, so no, the creative second replica protect against prolonged database center outer seconds. Okay, so you can make it as a nearest one. Okay, East US is available currently. Now I am going to do best US. We'll see this. It is going to accepting or not. Yeah, it is going to. It is still. It is not accepting. We'll see this one. See, this is what actually we have, some limitation in this free trial subscription. So a couple of regions is not accepting to create things. But when you go for the pay as you go model, this kind of limitations won't get. But still, we could able to configure the secondary replica. Secondary replica in a central US. Say this is my primary replica DB2, which is available in East US. Now I am going to configuring. See if you can guys is observed. Okay, so there is no geo replication, right? What it will do, it is going to sync with secondary replica data is always available. Okay, so let me choose this simple option, just central US, and it is going to navigate to the other blade and where you can able to find the second replica database. See here, the second replicas is available or not. We have we have this primary replica. We can see this target server. It is not available. Second replica instance is not available. We can able to configure here. Okay, if it is available, you can able to choose here. If it is not there, so what I'm going to do, dr sql srv. Okay, so us. Okay, so this is what I have given server and my login, and I could have this thing. Yep, so click OK. Now what it is going to happening, the complete dr setup thing we can able to find here. Just click OK. So what it will go, the whatever the data is available at this point of time we cannot able to see. Now the data is going to synchronizing from the east us to central us. Okay, so if you can provide that logical SQL server instance of the central us, and so you can use for the reporting purpose only. It's same like our always on availability cluster, and where you can able to use the secondary replicas for read only purpose for reporting purpose, right? So let it configure, and once it is done you can able to verify, and you can able to connect the same thing over here. Okay, so let me see. See, if you can see, observe this option. Okay, so completely the data synchronization happened. Now this replication is configured between the data centers, not for the servers. Okay, so there is no server backend, but still we could able to configure this logical SQL server instance level, and have availability over here. So it is a matter of clicking up two steps, not more than that. Okay, so if you can say this, this is a primary replica and this is a second replica. Okay, so let me try to go and connect the second replica as well. It is going to work on it. Okay, now this correction strings, we discuss this correction strings. Whatever the correction strings is required, you can able to take, and you can able to assign. Now this is a one option to sync to other databases. This is the one thing. Let me show you guys a real time aspect migration concept level, but I'm going to do the high level thing, but next migration module, and we are going to configure this one as well. Okay, so paint. So what I'm trying to do now, so this is sync group and sync agent. How it is going to work will I'll tell you. Okay, so let's say this is my cloud, and this is my on-premises one. Okay, see, this is on-premises with PaaS one. If it is IR, that is a different approach. Okay, This is IaaS or PaaS, yeah, PaaS instance, right? So this PaaS instance does not have any agent kind of thing, right? So I do have a couple of servers here. This is my on-premises server, and I do have a couple of databases over here, 15 to 20 database production environment. But out of 20 database, I wish to maintain 10 out of 20 database, 10 database I wish to maintain over here. Over, sorry. Out of 10 database I wish to maintain over here. So what I can able to do, first of all, I will go and restore it here. Okay, so first 1 to 10 database. Okay, there is an option. Okay, sync option. It is very important. Okay, sync option. What it will do, this sync option, it will take all the 10 databases over here combined, and we have to configure this sync option, you know, agent kind of thing you have to install here, and the certificate we have to bring over here, and we need to configure always once the restore is going to done, whatever the transactions is going to happen. Okay, it is automatically sync based upon the sync interval time. Okay, so once the cutover is done, okay, so you can able to stop here and you can able to use the URL. That is a one option. One thing you can able to use out of 20 database, 10 database for the other application purpose you can able to use by using the PaaS environment, which is production. Or else, when you are going to do the migration, you would have to restore it here, configure the sync, and then once this cutover time is done, you would have to stop the sync option and provide a application team this URL, and directly it is going to redirect to the particular application. And so that's what the sync option is going to work. Okay, so let me show you this other thing. Add Azure search. This is a one of the component you can able to search. Okay, if any new features and new things is going to add it here. Okay, the properties where you can able to find the properties kind of things. Always whatever the configured we configure. See this this is a customized actually CP1 CI CI it would be I hope. But now we have taken the database level thing. Okay, so let me show you this lock is no, even though I am a subscription admin, but I could not able to delete because of the lock. Okay, that we have to keep in our mind. Okay, so that thing is going to happen now. I'm going to downloading this template file. Okay, so and I'm going to redeploy this one once again. Okay, so let me show you this. What exactly here the pass instance and all. Okay, no problem. And where we are? Yep, this is the all right. And the configuration, geo-replication configuration, logs and export template. This is the main important security aspect. The advanced data security, it is a one of the data protection thing. Okay, so if you guys is very familiar with the data discovery, data the TDE and all right, it is going to come with the inbuilt this one. Enable the advanced data security in a server level. Okay, so if you are going to enable, it is going to work on advanced data security things. Okay, so auditing, it's nothing but any other outside of the user is trying to connect, so it is going to track an audit log. If it is going to at this point of time I have stopped. Okay, so where it is going to store in log in storage and log and text event happened. Dynamic data masking, this is the one we can able to do this. Let's say this is my table name, and this table name which one you can able to do the mask. Okay, so you cannot able to connect and do the mask table wise. And This is the TD encryption. The TD encryption, it will comes under, you know, we need to do the extra effort here. But when you go for the Azure end, you don't need to do anything. Automatically, the encrypted status is available. Let's say if I'm going to off, it is going to off, the TD is not available for this one. Okay, so that you can able to keep. So the and the other option is performance overview. So what are the performance thing is going to happen, and now we can able to track over here. Okay, so how the things is happening. Okay, you can able to tune activity, automatic tuning also is available. Okay, let's say the performance recommendations, though you have configured based upon your workload, it is going to, you know, give the recommendation. Okay, so this is alerts mechanism. You can able to configure the alert if it is going to reach 100% of things. So where you can able to configure some rules over here. Okay, so if you're going to create a rules, it is going to ask you guys an email ID and how we are going to create a DB mail configuration setup things here. Okay, so this is other option. And the metrics, so you can able to see this performance related kind of things over here. And it is recommendation also you can able to find. See here the db2 information in a, split pay method, or in a pilot method, or build custom method, you can able to identify it, you can able to see this one. Okay, in a chart based overview you can able to find. Okay, so diagnosticating, it is nothing but okay, so it is referring if you have any common issues, how we are going to resolve this one. Okay, so logs, always logs is going to store, and what are the, things is going to happening over here. So resource health and support. Resource health is whatever we are created in the portal, and with respect to SQL Azure database, it is going to show you guys the resource, health perspective. Say this health perspective is available, but when you go for see, the event is available, one event is available. So what is this? So Tuesday GMT Azure monitor system recovered the following information is SQL for database. So you can able to do the monitor kind of things. Okay, so it is going to track everything is a health reported kind of thing, and it is going to referring you guys to recommendation to implement in a best practice standpoint of. Okay, so this is what the typical it is going to happen. Okay, so what I want to discuss with you guys. So geo replication is done, right? What is the geo replication over here? So I could able to see now the central US is available. If you can see this, what is the central US name here? Yeah. So I can able to fail over. So I could able to fail over from primary to second. Let's see this. No, do you want to wish to fail over? Yes, I want to fail over. Simple option. It is going to fail over now. So what it will happen, so this is going to make as in a primary, this is going to make in a secondary. Let's see this failure aspect once it is done. Okay, yeah, by the time what I'm going to do, so let it keep this one and try to connect the second instance as the latter. So before that uh, I'm going to take the db1. Okay, so let it keep aside in db2. Why? Because that is the deployment is running currently. Now I'm going to take the db1. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, so we're going to discuss about the backup first of all. Okay, so now the backup restore concept is going to start today. So let's say that our server, okay, so logical server end, the backup strategy, how Microsoft is configured. Okay, SQL server. See here, even my DR server is also available. I'm not going to touch upon this too. Why? Because this, east US and central US we configured a replication, geo replication, and we fail over from here to here. Might be it is going to make as another primary replica, and it is going to act as a secondary replica. By that time, I'll go and I'll explore this one. Okay, so I'll go and explore this one. Okay, I'll go and explore this one. See my backups is available or not, first of all. Okay, so let's say the manage backups. What it is, the manage backups. Now I could able to see this one. Only one database is available. One database is available, and the backup strategy. If you can see this, PIT point in time recovery backups and weekly long term retention, monthly long term retention, yearly long term pricing tier. All right. So when I go and click on this one, it is going to highlight, and now you can able to configure the uh, policies over here. Okay. So what policies I can able to view? So here the default is 7 days, as I told you. No, basic and standard we have in a 7 days, and the premium and all it is going to change something. Okay. What I can able to change this one? Let's see this. I could make it as 40. Okay, let me apply. Okay, just click on policies. Okay, so here is my 14 policies, long-term retention. Yeah, let me see first of all the backups is available or not. Okay, see we have an ITSM SQL survey, and we will go and see this backup one, backups things. See here we have two database backups here. So I could able to find this DB2 here, and you can able to configure and make it as 14, and long term rotation, how many weeks we are going to do. Okay, so 2 months, and uh, how many months, 3 months I could able to make. And I don't want to go for this weekly, monthly and all. I'll make it as an only monthly way. Just click on okay. So you want to show, it is going to ask you show. So basic, yeah, this is a tier is basic tier. That's what it is not going to accepting. The basic tier is minimum, 7 only. Okay, so we'll change that one and then we can able to configure this. Okay, basic db to where it is going. Let me refresh. If we can see now the DR one. Okay, so let's say the DR server. Okay, that is going to make it as secondary replica. Sorry, primary replica. We can see now this failure group. See, if you guys is observed here, central US is a primary and the east US is secondary. It is acting. So you can able to fail over. Okay, you can able to fail over. Now what I'm going to do now, I'll go and check it out the central US and DR SQL SRV DB2, right? So let me find this and try to make the things like okay, yeah, here is my DR SQL server logical server instance here. This is currently in a primary one, right? So let me try to configure, and before that this is in a basic tier. That's what you cannot able to change anything. uh, Let me change that pooled one first of all. uh, dev underscore pool, right? Yep. Mm. Guys, any confusion? If you just ask me stop so that I can again I am going to discuss with you guys. Okay. This is configuration. We are in a pool of basic thing. See, this is the basic thing. And I'm going to change this as a standard one. Okay. Let me save at this point of time, and then I'll go and I'll move this things like the retention rates and all. Okay, so we haven't configured any backup policies. Microsoft inbuilt is going to give you guys the backup status and all. The resources are in scaling up now. Okay, so that we have to observe. Let it deploy. Okay, we'll see this once done. Mostly when you are going to do, scale out and scale down, whether if it is in any loads is available, it is going to take time. Okay, so once it is going to increase, okay, you can able to go and make the things of uh, pool things, backup strategies, like. So let it deploy this one where we are in a pool concept, but we have in a standalone server is there, right? So 2020, I don't think so. It is a pooled one. We'll see this, whether it is assigned pooled or not. Okay. So there is no pooled things here. No. Okay. So what I can able to do now? So if you can go and see this test server. Okay. So the backup is available, and configuration end. I'll go and I'll change this one first of all. Okay. So so here you can able to find this deployments. Okay. So this is failed, and now this ITSM RG is done. Now we'll see this DB2 one. Okay. So let me go this DB2 and elastic pool, elastic pool. Okay. Yeah. Now the deployment both is completed. I hope. Okay. We'll see this and try to change this backup strategies. Okay. So what I'm going to do now? Let this, yeah, this is the test server, right? Now we'll see this. I have changed from basic to standard. Then after that, I'm trying to change this, backup status. Okay, we'll see this whether it is going to accept or not. Yeah, standard tier is it. Now the what is this? The point in time recovery basic thing is 7 days, right? Let's try to change and now verify whether we're able to increase or not. So in the basic tier end, we could not that did anything. Let me change in 14 and click OK. So hopefully it is going to deploy. Why? Because the tier is going to change just before we got in error this thing. Okay, so but now it is going to change now. So instead of 7 days, this is point in time recovery backup. You can able to maintain. Yes, it is updated now, right? The policy is going to update it. Just what I'm going to do is I'm refreshing. Instead of for 7 days, it is going to make it as an. Then what is the maximum thing? Is 35 days is the maximum retention period of the point in time tier. Okay, so point in time backup restore. Let's see and verify whether it is reflected or not under this server. So whatever the databases are available under this logical instance, the point in time restore, see here the 14 days it is going to accept, right? So and the maximum of this you can able to update, let's say the configuration, and I could able to find and make the things is like 35 days. Okay, so this is a 35 days, and I could able to make this weekly things, minimum 1 week and maximum 520 weeks. Okay, so I could able to make it as one, and monthly retention I don't want to go, and yearly retention we have to see this one. Just I'm going to click what is going to accepting. It is most and most no the most number of weekly is there, right? I would have to go and change this one yearly. So max to max 10 years. Okay, if I'm going to make 11 years, hopefully it is not going to accept. See this, only 10 years we have to give. Let me keep it as 10, then apply. All the changes going to accept the monthly retention. Just click OK and deploy this. Hopefully, hope you guys is following, right? Let me know if you are not following. Yeah, if you can guys is observe, so what exactly is happening. It is 14 days, right? Let me refresh. I hope the point in time did not change. Okay, let me see. It will be in 14 days only. The rest of the things I changed, right? Yep. See here. So the max to max is 35 days. Weekly retention 1 week, and I kept is 10 years for the long term retention backup with the S0 10 DTOs. All right. So this is what typically this backup is available. Now what I'm going to do, the one step we left. Okay, so I want to go and restore from one logical SQL server instance to other logical server instance within the region. Okay, so within the data center. Let me see this one, DB1. Okay, so the database which I am no, referring here. Now we did a copy, right? So what about this restore, right? Let me click on the restore one. So at this point of time, what we did is we make the things as retention period and backup policies and all, right? So this is what we left since yesterday. Just click on restore. So directly it is navigated to other blade and it is going to show you guys the point in time. Okay, so and even if you are maintaining a long-term retention also, you can able to take this one. See, actually today date it is going to show you guys. Today date it is going to show. So select the backup. Okay, sir. If it is a long-term retention backup is available, then only it is going to take. Now at this point of time, point in time restore I'm going to take. So see here, see yesterday we have created, right? If I'm going to take the 19th, is not available. Now if I'm going to take today, yesterday, sorry, day after tomorrow, uh, so this is 19th, day before yesterday, this is right. So this is the one, yesterday one. Okay, I hope also available. Now if I'm going to take this day after tomorrow 22, the backups is not available. Let's say and click on this one and 20th one. Okay, so it is backup is available. So where you are going to restore this one. Okay, see here the same kind of database here, DB1 is there. If I'm trying to restore with this only the only database, it is not going to accept, right? See why? Because the database available. The database with the same is already exist in the server. Okay. So now the if you can change anything, what I can able to do, this is restore. Okay, restore DB. Okay, restore DB. So that would be na SQL SRV target server, right? So if it is multiple instances available under the same region, okay, you can able to restore that one. Just click OK. What it is going to do, the database is going to restore with the name which we preferred. Okay, so this is the DB1, right? DB1 restore and a same logical instance is going to restore. Guys, any questions, buddy? So the recording sessions is uploaded. uh, Let me discuss later. Let it restore, then we will verify that one. Okay.